Furious. He's still a bit of a tricky one to kill, the way that Vici Gaming are protecting their void.
It's just so they're just trapped in their base, and now it's the split push is really starting to kick in. TNC Gabby's parked up top, while bottom the rest of his team is, so they can look to siege two sides. How does Vici respond? Back up, check the runes. Gabby's like, all right, regen rune. I'll pop my precision aura again. I'll go check the bottom rune too. It's a beautiful DD. Yeah, they're still, I mean, they have so much money now too. Everyone's just has just continued to keep this control.
It just feels.
Armel.
The X off. Armel's going to accept him for now. Just get hit by the combo. Now he's actually going to pop the BKB, Armel. The bashes are there. That's going to be no BKB on his second life. ZKP, charging, look for the ult. There's the chrono drop down. They're going to try and kill him a second time.
The Hero Blade.
It's going to keep this TA a little safe. Armel, can he survive? The boat's going to come crashing down. They've lost Armel. Vici, they're not done. They're wanting to chase on for more. Tims and KP having to get themselves on the retreat as Eurus looks to chase down the Veno. He's quite a few bashes here. He's not going to be able to do so, though, with Tims blocking off the route with the Fisher.
Gabby took the whole Rax, though, during that.
Wait, hold up. That's the whole route.
That is the entire Rax top taken during that moment.
All right, Gabby.
Now it makes sense why Armel did BKB before the Aegis. He was really trying to make them focus on him so Gabby could be sneaky.
It was. That was the plan.
It had to have been, right? Because otherwise like, you wouldn't BKB like that.
The viewers, we were all watching. I bet there was a few Armel and Megalols in the chat weren't there when he BKB before the Aegis, but no. He fooled them all. Top Rax is gone. It was all a distraction. And that is the thing, yeah, with Gabby as stacked as he is, you know, those racks really will disappear in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
The damage that he's got.
Tims jumping away. UAW is stalking him, but there is a sentry down, so they did see the Lina walking through there for a moment. And they have an Obs and another sentry down too, so they will see that continued movement forward by Vici. So Aghanims is finished now on Eurus. It's still 60 seconds until that Chronosphere is back up, but then we'll have that high frequency. And are they going to get the tier 1? They are going to get that tier 1 mid finally. I want to say something. I think I might be a little bit crazy, but I feel like the status resistance is not making them get pushed back by blinding light as much. I'm not sure if I'm insane, but I don't know. I'm seeing certain heroes get pushed back further than the Void, and the Void's the only one with status resist. I might just be insane, but maybe he's just targeting it like closer to him, and I'm just seeing things, but it's just a random little nitpicking thing. I just wanted to point out. I don't think it actually does affect that like that, but just looking at what I can see here.
Top lane, PYW.
There's a sentry there.
He's under there. Tims. Is he going to be able to jump this? He's going to look to do so. Straight into the creep wave with the Echo Slam.
I mean, got him. And Eurus uses his gold. He actually picks up the full blessing.
Oh, he's not got buyback? He's
got no buyback.
Oh, that's a risky one. That's a risky one here from old Eurus.
He's got backtrack as his 25 town, of course, which makes him a lot more protected.
I mean, it's a big risk because a lot of the time, right, obviously the short chrono cooldown is really nice at this stage, so you can have that buyback into chrono play, even if you sort of with the first one. Now, you're dead. That's it. You're gone.
How much does he actually need? He needs 2,400 for that buybacks, too, so it's going to take him quite a while to farm it up, but some big juicy creep waves pushing bottom, and maybe he's just like, well, Gabby's spamming aura and pushing waves into me constantly anyway. Oh my god, those mails are procs. Really procs.
I mean, I think there's definitely going to be the feeling from Vici Gaming that, you know, they've got to take these risks. They know that they're constantly falling further and further behind.
That's true.
They've got to change something, otherwise they're just going to slowly continue losing this game.
Yeah, they're making their move outward here.
Armel.
They saw him there for a second. They got him.
You're straight into the trees. They catch out Armel.
100 seconds. He has buyback, but that's going to give them some time to push out their lanes. But I imagine that TNC is just going to just keep spamming that aura anyway and just doing what they've been doing to at least hold them away. And how long on the Roche? 45 seconds. So kind of thankful there for TNC at least.
Yeah, they've got to keep up these aggressive plays, VG Gaming, if they want to swing this one around.
Yep, and they can. 35 seconds till Chrono's back up. They could even get another kill before the TA is alive again with the Chronosphere.
And we've got what, Ori going for that Hex. See if he himself goes fully in roll or does want to save for buyback on top of it.
I think he pretty much has buyback now in the Void after that. He only needs
it was a big kill.
300 more.
And it paid off.
Oh, KP, he was thinking about it. Doesn't have all of his friends behind him, but he is pressing forward.
In 5 seconds.
He feels confident with Yang behind him. With that Lotus Orb, with that Solar Crest, all that protection. And also with that, 6-second cooldown Heavenly Grace, because, 25s have became a thing. And
is everyone 25 at the moment?
I think we're still missing like 1 or 2, right?
Oh, yeah,
Benno is not, Tims is not, and Lena is not, I believe, in Witch Doctor. Okay, so still like 4 or 5. Still a couple. Who got the Arcane Rune there?
Void.
They actually gave it a Void. Okay, I was wondering if maybe they gave it a Yang just because Heavenly Grace would become like a 4-second cooldown, which is insane, but...
seconds until Armel's in. Is it enough? Eurus.
He's just in.
He is.
He's got so much status resist.
Gets hexed. Yep, silenced up the first time. Manta to remove it. Jumps in even further. The Will-O-Wisp will be dropped down to hold. Hold back the Void. Eurus. Does he want to commit any further? It's pretty deep now for VG Gaming.
Long cooldown. Okay, March has a refresher. Okay. I was like, that was a pretty aggressive.
Getting out of the pit. Armel's back in the game. I think either way we saw, Roche at this point, it takes some time to take down if you're VG Gaming.
Yeah.
It's not very...
Hey, it's not pretty quick.
This is like, TNC's going to be able to fight this.
If Yang gets this axe, that is going to crumble TNC's damage. That AoE Guardian's Angel on everybody, definitely going to be amazing.
See what kind of jump they can make. Tims is trying to head in already. Eurus is outside of the pit. He's looking for the setup, but a Fissure will stop him from dropping the Chrono immediately. Still holds on to it. Now he'll commit with it.
Fissure.
Onto KP. He time walks over, commits with the BKB. He's going straight towards Gabby and Tims.
They're
still in the pit here. You have Yang being bashed up at the moment by Roshan. The BKB is going to wear off from Eurus. There's the GA out. They jump across. Armel looking for the backlines. The Nullifier down onto Yang. They've got the Omni Knight. Immediate buyback from Yang as Armel. He's already stepping across to his next target, focusing Lena. The illusions ripping through DY. They've lost Tims though on TNC. Pretty much all BKBs have been committed this first time. Ori's is just about to wear off as well. He'll turn with the X-Mark grab onto Armel. Armel quick with a blink to jump out of the Torrent combo.
The Roche is so low too.
They've got Gale. Eurus trying his best to heal up with the Satanic with the meld hit bash. Time walk up to the high ground. Hex is there. Eurus has got to play it careful. They'll lose the Witch Doctor VG. Knockback with a blinding light. March able to get them back into the claws of KP. Time walk up to the high ground and an extra buyback from VG Gaming from DY. As VG Gaming, they don't want to let TNC have this, but Armel is into the pit. He's doing it quick. PYW tries to step forward, but he cannot quite get there. Or maybe he can. He
got the refresher, the blessing, and the cheese. He got all 3. Oh my god! I cannot. Did March force staff him forward?
Somebody forced him.
I think March forced him into the pit.
March, an accomplice to PYW's great heist. So we got what, the cheese, the shard and the blessing.
I'm pretty sure that was March.
Yeah, we got to get that replay. March.
I'm pretty lean, but alright, this is a bit before it. So he's satanic, and he actually was hitting the Aeon disc, so he wasn't lifestealing there for a second, right? Because he was actually doing no damage. We're gonna see it in a moment.
See it.
Well, actually, we have action. Bottom, Gabby.
Oh, we're gonna go back.
Is okay.
Okay.
No action.
Okay, let's go back.
I don't know if we can.
Back to the replay.
I'm pretty sure it was March's force staff. His was on cooldown for 5 seconds as the Lina was pretty much on top
no one
of
else has a force. Well, back. It was it Yang. Yang might have
I'm pretty sure it's March. Well, we'll find out. What someone in the chat knows.
Someone in chat knows. Yeah.
As the fight, they have everything available again. And my God, these are insane fights. How many buybacks was it? Who was it again? So we have
a buyback on, what do we got on the statuses?
3 on Vici, 1 on Tims.
Okay. So, does put the game in a bit of a, I'd say a throwable state for Vici, but they are still 11 Vici gaming. They're able to punch back.
Gabby, he's in the base. He's actually hitting the tower. He gets it down pretty low.
Gotta watch out for the wrap.
You have to watch out for PYW. Ags refreshing, agsing you, and just killing you pretty much from full HP, because it's only an 1800 HP drought. You actually will just die from double Laguna in the fights. I actually saw in the last fight too, PYW almost killed Gabby by himself while all that was happening above the Roche pit. So he has to be very careful of this Lina now.
We've got a crazy game on our hands. 57 minutes coming up. Only 19 to 80. That's got to be some of
super close game.
You know, these kills, like every one of these kills it's had a meaning. You know, there hasn't been sort of just random fighting. Both teams are just playing at the level that we would hope to see from the two teams here in the winner bracket finals of Game 2. You know, forget Game 1. Game 1 was, I guess, TNC just giving Vici Gaming a free match. They said, hey, well, we'll let you win this one. We'll pick it up, Shaker Morphers up first too. But this is the proper sort of Dota 2 that you look forward to seeing between two teams of this caliber.
Yeah.
And still no saying which way it will go. Obviously, overall, you would not be wrong thinking this is definitely looks favorable for TNC. They've got a lot of racks. They still have the lead. But we're seeing Vici Gaming able to punch back. It's definitely a big risk, though, for Vici having these buybacks on cooldown. One more fight, TNC can get any of these big kills. It could pretty much just be game over for Vici Gaming.
It's all up to execution at this point. Who gets caught in Chronos, who gets caught by Echo Slams, etc. Whichever one it's going to be. We do have Runes spawning again in a second. Illusion top and an Invis bottom. So nothing too crazy. Probably the two worst runes. Let's jump forward.
Eurus is going to come in. Fisher does hit onto him to put the GA. He's going to try and look towards Armel, but again, the E-Blade keeps Armel safe from the right clicks of Eurus. Eurus now ready to jump back in, though. Force out to the side. March able to keep Armel safe. They've turned the Will-O-Wisp, trapping up Eurus. Eurus has got to get out. Time walks up to the high.
Another one.
The second Will-O-Wisp. March continue with the control. Eurus is trying to kill it off with the Fisher into the side. And Eurus pops the Manta, jumps to the side. KP now the new focus from the Void. Now Eurus, though, step back into the Will-O-Wisp. Will be able to step in, looks to kill it off, but the blinding light is there. Finally takes it out. First
PYW, double Laguna, he got him!
PYW, though, with a refresher sharp play, takes Gabby out of the fight. They now turn.
Just kidding.
Never mind.
JK, they're pushing base.
We'll get it for you later.
Someone clipped it, someone saw it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we'll all look back and be like, March, we know it's you. We're still pretty confident it was you. But maybe not. Maybe it was somebody else.
He's into the base. Still 35 seconds, no Gabby. Gabby does have buyback here, but he really wants to hold on to it. Doesn't want to use it here. There's still tier 2s up on both side lanes, so TNC, either way, probably not going to buy back in the drought. They'll just let this Rax go. If Vici Gaming can even get this, obviously the rest of TNC still could be quite a nuisance. Armel, he's in, Nullifier straight away, but at the same time there was a defensive life track array laid down. Back in the base, Eurus, he's going in, commits with the BKB. KP with the E-Blade, trying to keep March safe, but the ships are coming in onto March. March is dead. Eurus turns over towards KP now as KP. Neon Disc will buy him some sort of safety. Gabby's going to be back up in 2 seconds. Laguna Blade, not enough to kill KP off. Now Vici Gaming, they've got to focus on the racks and get out, because TNC, they're going to look to fight. In they go, KP heads in with the ult. Armel on the side, he's focusing down the cooker with the BKB's out from Ori. The Will-O-Wisp is down. They'll quickly back out of the Will-O-Wisp. Eurus, his Hex. Have they got any further control? A second hit from the Wisp will drag him in, but the time walks back up. Eurus gets out of there. Vici Gaming get the racks and get out.
This status resistance is just absurd. He's able to Heavenly Grace 2 targets pretty much every single time. So he just throws it on one that gets focused, then he throws it onto Eurus every single time, and this Void is pretty much immortal. It's so tough for them to bring him down. He's just got backtrack. He's got 65% plus status resist. How the hell do you bring him down? doesn't seem like they're able to at the moment in these last few fights at all.
He's got those upgraded bots, so he's in and out of the fight, refuel and back to join the rest of his teammates.
And they're quickly smoked as well. They're looking for somebody.
And you look at that gold difference, is now 1k lead for Vici Gaming in a match that was nearing 20k advantage for TNC.
Gabby gets the blink off.
He's going to be able to chase this though. Time warp back up in a couple of seconds. Juris.
He's got Arcane Rune plus the cooldown reduction. He's got blink up every 2 seconds.
2 seconds?
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
3 second blink.
3 second cooldown blink, 8 second cooldown Mantha.
All right, there's no catching that.
That's sick.
KP, he's going to go for the Hex here. TNC are trying to take this fight over on VG's half of the map. Eurus, Mantha to remove the Gus. Fisher from Tim's. Trying to trip at Eurus, but he jumps in. He's looking for the chrono opportunity. The boat won't quite clip onto them. He gets the chrono out to KP. Now looks to move over, going towards Gabby. Gabby puts the Mantha, turns with the silence, but the BKB's up from Eurus. He's hunting for Gabby in the trees. The Will Wisp is down. Gabby still running over Blink. Gabby will be able to separate himself from the void. Laguna Blaze, Armel's in trouble. Puts the BKB. He's hiding with the Mel. Can he get out of there? Armel's BKB's got refreshing. Can he blink out of this? No, he can't. They've lost Armel. The Light Strike Array down on a KP. They've got the vision. They'll surround the Venomancer, and KP is not escaping either. They have lost Witch Doctor, but they've gotten so much more here this time around. Vici Gaming. Right, no.
Is KP? No, he actually TPs with the Ethereal.
Hang on, bottom lane. What is going on?
Is he gonna get both?
I mean, KP got out. The
Gabby?
E played.
But Gabby
saved him. Gabby.
He's trying to hide.
Oh.
Is he gonna?
Where's that bash?
First hit.
Oh.
And the evasion.
Oh. He's out.
Dude, late game Dota is so insane now. Vici's not taking much damage in the fights.
Who's going to win this game? I don't know. It's 63 minutes in, we don't know. Do you know? I don't know.
Vici in the fights are looking quite a bit stronger. Tim's is not able to get his spells off at all. Again, not able to get the Echo Slam into positioning. And yeah, this Omni Knight is just such a problem for them. He just gets a great GA on 4 heroes in that fight. Also constantly getting the Heavenly Graces and buffs out. He's just doing an excellent job of protecting his buddies.
They're going to go right down mid. They want to force these buybacks out. Tim's and Armel down for 30 seconds. They've got to seriously consider using the buybacks so they need to. Eurus is going to jump in. Tim's buys back straight away. Glimmer Cave trying to save him with the chrono.
They got Tim's!
It's going to get Tim's as well. This will be a dieback on the Shake, and the torrent follow-ups there. KP has a buyback. 20 seconds still that Armel wants to hold onto his. He wants to try and make sure that it's not necessary. He needs both lives in.
They're killing it too fast.
Trying to hold this, but the tier 4s are falling. Vici Gaming, they're on to the Ancient. The Ancient is melting. TNC, can they stop this? It doesn't look like they can. The Ancient falls. Vici Gaming take game 2. And with that, the series 2-0. As Vici Gaming will be moving on to the grand finals. TNC, they'll get another chance, but they're going to be knocked down. And was that March's 4 stuff? I mean, that was.
That's the big question for everybody. Do we know? Does anyone know yet?
Who gave that Lina his refresher shot?
I mean, either way,
quick kill on Gabby, but
it did seem like
it.
Yeah, Vici was heavily turning it. As soon as they got the Ags on the Void, he always was getting the setups. And when they got all these level 25s too, 25% backtrack Void with 65% status resist with an Omni always behind him, it just looked like Vici had an overall bit better coordination, at least altogether in that.
Oh, we're going to get a special replay. So what's going on here?
It was March.
It was March. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Right? It was March. He's already turned into it.
Yeah, he was looking at it. It must have been, yeah.
I don't know if that...
Hey, I mean, maybe that didn't matter.
Maybe.
I mean, it mattered a little bit.
It mattered a little bit.
Because Lina had a refresher shot and then instantly deleted the drow in the mid lane fight.
He did get, what, 10,000 golden items and...
Yeah, got a free Aghanim's Bless. Yeah, it mattered a little. But hey,
it was
the
a clean
upper
game.
bracket, right? There's a little bit of room for mistakes. They're going to get a second chance down in the bottom in the lower bracket, TNC. But Vici Gaming, straight to the finals. And something that I don't think many people will be too surprised about. Obviously, a lot of people had high hopes for TNC, sort of making the easy route. But hey, you know, TNC, they want to keep the fans entertained. They want to show the fans that there's some more TNC Dota 2, which we'll get to see now as they'll have to make the lower bracket move towards the grand finals. But yeah, Vici Gaming in the grand finals. Pretty much expected.
And they looked clean, especially Eurus. 17-2 in this Void game.
It was a hard game as well. You saw how much pressure TNC were putting on to Vici for that whole time. It felt like it was over for Vici Gaming. They weren't getting anything done, but they just felt confident in the sort of this late game potential of building this unkillable Void.
Yeah, literally too tanky to die.
Well, there we go. Series is done and dusted. Vici Gaming will take down TNC, knock them down to lower bracket 2-0 as they will move forward to the grand finals of the MDL Chengdu Major.
Oh, that's my type of game right there. I do believe Trent has something to say about Marsh's force staff. What were you
I
arguing?
said I don't know. We can't see it, so I don't know. I don't think it mattered. From my perspective, I don't think it mattered.
Why not?
Because it looked like he was already in the pit anyway, and he tried to force him so that he was going to go over the wall. Because it looked like Kopilow slid up, or Delina slid up a little bit and then fell back down.
Yeah.
Whereas
I
if you
can
let
see
him
that.
walk another unit to try and push him out, he's guaranteed to get one item. So from my perspective, it looked like Marsh tried to guarantee 0 item pickup, and obviously it didn't work. But I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
It
that
was
from my
like
viewing.
it was a crazy ending.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I mean, that was the game-winning play. Let's be real.
Yes.
PYW actually just won that game. That was pretty insane.
He better get the MVP, by the way, Mars. We'll be keeping tabs. Let's try to analyze that game because it started real well. It started very even, actually.
a long time ago.
Yes.
For quite a while. It was a very low-kill game overall.
Yeah.
But I guess the thing that was interesting to me is that Templar Assassin went for the Blink Dagger first as opposed to the Desolator. And so it was very high combat, and yet she was not able to make as much use of it as I was hoping. She got the kill on the Void in the top lane, which was pretty slick. But I guess it seems like in all of these TNC games, there are multiple heroes competing for jungle farm. And this time, Templar Assassin was like, fine. Drow Ranger, you can have it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go kill people.
Yeah.
So that was the difference there. But one thing that remains consistent is TNC does not know how to end games. Because this is like the third game that has gone past a point where we're like, oh, well, they should already be winning. They should already have the enemy ancient. And they're very apprehensive at late game decision making, it seems. It's conservative, but to a fault.
I just can't believe VG kept winning those fights that were lasting so long, because those are the kind of fights that I felt like were going to go really well for TNC. Like, somehow they're winning fights in the middle of 2 Will-O-Wisps and, like, 80 Venomancer wards. Like, he hit one Gale on KP that hit, I think, 4 heroes, and it was just like, blah, just like plague wards everywhere, like vomiting this bile on everything around them. And half the time, Ioannis or Paparazzi's just standing there, he's just A-clicking. He's hitting illusions. He's hitting void. He's just looking at the cooldown of time walk like, well, I can't die anyway. I'm just
and he was hitting the Will-O-Wisp.
Get out of here.
I feel like so many late game carries are just like, it's not my problem. I have BKB. I don't need to worry about this Will-O-Wisp thing.
He had Heavenly Grace. He had a Manta. And he's like buffed up at this point.
BKB,
he still
Satanic.
couldn't kill Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. I've had enough
the
of Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp lost, though.
It did,
lose
thankfully.
both of them. He got the
of them.
refresher.
What a crazy ending to that game. And when I say ending, I mean final 10 minutes. I think when yours went in for the Aghanim Scepter no buyback.
Yeah.
You know, that was a little bit of I mean, it was a risky move, but at the same time, it was one that paid off big time.
You got to take risks when you're behind. If you just play safe the whole time, you're probably going to lose. That's usually what happens. Yeah, even when you're ahead. I did like the idea of like this cheekiness of the TA Kopilow with like the triple meld to like just Roche individually. It's such a safe way to Roche.
Yeah.
Only TA in the pit, plus you have plague wards all around, so that's a neat part of this strategy that they're using. They're obviously a very Templar Assassin focused team. Like it's clear they're willing to pick it up early. You can see that RML spams it in pubs. It's got like the nice high Dota plus, like watch out for me, I got snap.
Or
I'm
meld,
good.
if you will.
It was like their lineup was very RML focused in terms of the drow buffs up the TA. You know, the TA was the carry of the game, basically.
Yeah, which is why I was a little bit surprised that the Drow Ranger ended up opting for a Monkey King bar as opposed to more Agi, because
To like help more,
yeah. So who ended up having the E-Blade? Was it the?
It was Tim's on the
Tim's
shaker.
on the shaker. Yeah.
He made so many sick plays.
Rarely
With
were
the
they
E-Blade.
offensive.
With
yeah.
the
He
E-Blade.
made so many sick defensive plays. There were
Sick E-Blade
tons
plays.
of great fissures blocking out the void, forcing him to time walk. Great E-Blade slaves.
That R button
saves.
though was
Yeah, that Echo Slam may have been a bit faulty.
unbound.
Which
or
is
something.
why I do think that the Aghanim's Blessing scoop by the Lina was game-winning, because I think if Tim's managed to get that Ag's Blessing, which I imagine you give it to him, because the Drow bought hers, I don't think TA's is particularly good. Venomancer didn't need it, and Kopilow didn't need it. So a Shaker Aghanims could have made a big difference.
And the TA one, I don't know my anime, but isn't that the Omeo Wi Shinderu or something?
Omae wa mo Shinderu.
Wow,
Nothing
thank you.
personal, kid.
Yeah, you really know the anime. Thank you. I know Chad appreciated that. That was dope. Yeah.
all right.
So
Thank
Mars.
you.
Mars gives the respect.
Yes.
Well, and the funny thing is that when he stole all that, and I think everyone was like, oh, he even got the eggs and the backpacks, and now he can give it to Omni, so the tiers with Drow are worthless, and then Lena, Aghanim Scepter. It's like, wait,
that
what
dude
PYW?
unbackpack that thing.
Lena,
He's like, no,
use
what? I
refresher
blessed
shard.
myself. I'm sorry, Omni.
Yeah. Gets his self-blesses, and then he hits that double Laguna, and everyone's like, yep, all right.
Yeah.
Yep, cool.
Which
True
also
to BKB.
props to Yang, because despite not having an Aghanim Scepter, he was getting 4 hero GAs in nearly every single fight.
Yeah. It was such a crazy game. I do want to point out, you guys weren't really convinced about the Witch Doctor now that we've seen it 2 games in a row, and it won 2 games in a row. Did you change your mind?
I think versus TNC it does make sense because they try to give KP solo lanes, and Witch Doctor is much better versus solo lanes than he is versus dual lanes. So that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, position 5 once you get to the mid game can be a bit questionable anyway. Like it's most heroes can't have a very good impact unless you have like a save and you're just hoping to draw attention. Witch Doctor unfortunately doesn't draw that much attention, I would say, in the late game. I think people just kind of ignore you.
Yeah, Cask is a very difficult spell to gauge the importance of.
Yeah, it can be really annoying.
Yeah.
And it can like win you late game team fights.
Yeah.
Just
Single-handedly.
You can like chain stun, like perma stun people before they can even BKB sometimes.
Yeah.
You know,
So.
I would right now really like to hear from VG Gaming.
首先也是恭喜你们拿下比赛啊！但第一个想问的问题就是最后一场其实特别焦灼嘛，然后是中路的一波团战，然后以及后面的2分钟可能是改写了比赛的局势。然后你当时的话一个刷新 A 仗，能不能简单的跟我们说一下那几波队伍之内的决策是什么，然后到底发生了什么？So first question is gonna ask about the second game. Apparently there's very tight game, but PYW's refresher out just changed the game. So let him go through that team fight with us.
那一波就是我判断了一下嘛，血量大概就那么多血了，他装备大后期了，装备饱和了，所以我进去肯定能白嫖掉东西吧，就去试了一下，没想到他抢了3个。
I had a rough calculation. I checked his item. I think I probably can kill him, but I'm not for sure. So I just went there and tried, and I did. 那第2场比赛其实到最后的话，我们看到这个小黑包括剧毒的这个对线对你们来说有很大的限压吗？你们是什么时候决定自己这边可以一波对面的？因为发现拖下去的时候，其实兵线一直是对面比较有利。So at the end of the second game, we saw Venom and Jaw pressure the line so much that VG cannot push easily. So when is the timing that you feel like you can go through the throne?
就他们喜欢带线嘛，然后抓了1、2个，然后 B 跟买了后就尝试一下嘛。第一波没推掉，然后第2波还是买了后就一波GD就GD掉了。
I know they like to split push, so we just try to have some pickoffs. And once we did that, and we forced the buyback, so we failed at the first push, but we managed to kill them after the buyback second push. So that's why we did it. 那你觉得这场比赛 ROTK 的 BP 怎么样？
非常棒。
What do you think about ROTK's draft in this series? He said very good. 那最后一个问题就是，因为你们现在已经来到了 Major 的决赛啊，然后败者组的形势现在基本上也看得比较清楚了。你最想或者说你觉得最可能在总决赛里碰到的这个选手是队伍是哪一支
？IG.
I want to meet IG in the grand finals. Thank you very much. 谢谢。
Yeah, and they might just get the chance, but we'll see. We still have quite a few teams left in to join VG Gaming in the grand finals. Yeah, RTK's drafts, very good. The general, but I think that we don't really give a lot of credit to RTK, but this second game was totally on the players.
Yeah.
Like, very well played.
I'm good for that. I'm good for his plan of IG in the final. Think that would be so hyped to have IG minor winner. Now they make it through this lower bracket to face EG, then they'd have to beat TNC, then they have to fight VG.
No, but the best thing is the only team that has ever did a minor victory and a major victory was VG Gaming.
Gotta
so they
pass
can defend.
the crown.
No, defend. Be the only team to ever do it. I said that I don't think anyone's going to do that for another 2 years.
I know you said that.
Wow.
So no, you said I think
maybe
you didn't
3.
even say 2 years. I think you said ever.
No, I said 2 or 3 years. I gave myself years.
Okay.
But I do think it's an incredibly difficult thing to achieve in our current DPC. Mind you, this major is kind of cheating because when VG did it, all the top teams were there.
That is true.
So I'm putting an asterisk next to
No.
I'm still putting one there.
No.
I'll still give it to him.
I don't think that the teams will think of it that way.
Well, I
well,
will.
actually, we know Yang thinks of it that way.
Yeah,
Never mind.
exactly.
He
Where
literally
the
said it out
shark's
loud.
at.
Ooh, by the way, speaking of what they said in the interview, PYW said he was worse than Fade. I must say that if he keeps playing the way that he did in that second game, he's gonna be looked at as a better 4 in no time.
Yeah, POW is looking extremely strong so
Yes.
far from what I've seen with him. I mean, that, how, you know, that was
Case
like,
in point.
I'm incredible, watch this.
Yes.
Like, you have no choice but to praise me after I make this maneuver. Like, if some guy does that in your pub game, you're just like, I don't care if you win or lose after that. It's just like, auto 10 commends.
Yes. It's,
Somehow commending himself, obviously, for the 10th one.
Of course.
ROTK can
Tipping
commend him
himself.
too.
RTK can command.
okay.
Yeah.
The coach of the other team can command.
Yeah.
Can he? Because that
No.
way you can have 11.
POW
command.
is looking extremely
I
don't know so
Yes,
far from what
okay.
I've seen with him. I mean, that,
Let's.
how,
We're not
you know,
closing any chapters here because it was the upper bracket. But
that
I
was
think
Case
like,
in point.
I'm incredible,
Thoughts
watch
on
this.
TNC Yes. in
Like,
the upper
you have
bracket
no choice but
because
to praise me
game
after I
one
make
was an
this maneuver. Like,
obvious,
if some guy does that in
hey,
your
more
pub game,
shakers
you're just
still
like, I don't
good.
care if you
Can
win or
we-
lose after
can
that.
we
It's
make
just
it
like,
work
auto
first,
10 commends.
two picks,
Somehow commending
didn't work.
himself, obviously, for the
Game
10th
2
one.
showed Of a lot course. better what they're
RTK
capable
tipping
of, but
himself.
RTK will indeed
Oh,
struggle
okay.
with the coach of the other team.
Yeah, I
can
think
command.
you'll probably see them
that way you can
not
have
do
11
whatever.
points.
I don't know.
Yes,
So
I
far
think
from what
so.
I've seen
That's
with him.
fair.
But
Um,
teams are still
let's,
going to be forced
we're
to
not
ban
clo-
the Shaker in the second phase or the Morphling in the second phase, I would guess, to try and make sure that it's not available to them in like their coming matches. So that even though they've lost here and through this upper bracket run, they're now down the lower bracket. They've now gained a lot of advantage in the draft still.
I think all the teams that have been falling into the trap of the top tier strategies have been losing.
Mhm.
So yesterday it was an Alchemist strat that lost, a Chen strat that lost, Morph Shaker strat that lost, and it seems like Void seems to be the answer to all of them. So put more respect on Void would be what I'm gearing towards for all the teams remaining, because the strategies that got you through group stage or the first 2 days of the playoffs have been solved at
Yes.
this point.
Well, speaking of strategies from a couple days ago, there was a match, and it was an IG-EG match in the upper bracket finals. We had high expectations of this match, and it was a stomp. EG stomped. They stomped IG, and they are going to meet again in just a moment. We're going to have a lower bracket elimination match. Once again, IG-EG. Let's see which one of these two teams is going to come out victorious and moves on through that lower bracket to face TNC. But all that's going to happen after the break.